My story began on October 30th, 2000 at 4:52 p.m. when the light of my parents' life was born. I was the first girl after two brothers. Although my birth was a happy moment, it was a scary one. I was born several months early when I was supposed to be born in December. I like to say that I was a bit too excited to see my mom. I came home 10 days after being in a neonatal intensive care unit at Wesley Hospital. I got to go home early since my mom is a nurse, which means she isn't exactly the best patient out there. I wasn't born deaf. Around 5 to 7 months, I gradually lost hearing in both of my ears. I was diagnosed with a hereditary progressive sensorineural hearing loss. Basically, I'm extremely deaf without my hearing aids. My mom taught me to make the best of my hearing loss. I use it as a means to help me achieve my dreams. My older brother Ryan, who is also deaf, has become a good example for me to look up to. Abdullah and I have an age difference of 10 years, but he would sew little tiny bows onto my shirt, and I would rub them so hard until they fell apart. Even though I ruined the bows, he would still sew them for me. I look up to my older brothers. They spoil me rotten and take care of me. I will always thank them for that. Although I might have not shown my appreciation through gentle means, but that's okay. In elementary, drawing chalk and playing was a huge part of my life. I explored some of the creative and designing side of me. Also, this is when some of my religious foundation was laid. Baba would teach me how to read and memorize Quran. He and I would recite Quran on the way to school. It's one of my favorite memories. I was also very active in sports, such as archery and swimming, and groups like Girl Scouts. Plus, I started to try more academically. My love for school and education began to grow. I got to travel to Jordan in 5th grade and had the chance to connect with the other side of my family. I began to understand and relate to more of my Arab side. Middle school was a time of change. I got more involved in sports like volleyball and basketball. But not only did I do sports, I began to develop leadership skills. I was in Stuco, K's, yearbook, and more. Despite of being involved, I felt that I didn't fit in because of my religious values. I went through a lot of pressure in middle school. Because of that, I felt that my dean wasn't strong enough. I was scared that I wouldn't make good choices in high school. Anwar Islamic School had been trying to start up, and I asked my mom if I could go. She immediately said yes. I think I grew the most during my time at Anwar. I learned that I did not need the big school and the sports teams to become the person I want to be as an adult. Sophomore year, I was the only student in my high school. At first, it was rough, but I focused more on my academics and started making closer connections outside of school. I was so busy that my mom had to schedule time to see me. I also made the decision to graduate early in 2018 rather than 2019. I knew that it was the right decision for me. I have been really busy with Anwar and at my dual college credit classes, along with my scholarship competitions. Alhamdulillah, I was blessed to make it to the top 11 in the Distinguished Student Invitational at Wichita State University out of 621 people. But my story doesn't end here. There's still the future. Inshallah, I plan to go to Wichita State University to study media arts with a track in animation. I plan to get married, to travel, and to have kids. I want to thank my parents for being there for me and encouraging me. Because of them, I've become the person I am today, alhamdulillah. And I want to thank my brothers for teaching me almost everything I know. And I also want to thank Michael Barton for supporting me through my high school journey. I think the best choice I have ever made in my life was to go to Anwar Islamic School.